Bonjour. Yeah. Hello there, CriterioNate here. God, I really did pinch my phone. Oh, the things I do for you people. Hey, anyway. Hello, number 439. Jacques Tati's Trafic. 1971, 97 minutes, color manual French, 1.37 to 1 aspect ratio. I actually read the aspect ratio because this is a great movie. Oh my gosh, I love Tati. It's so good to see this dude again. And you know, I was rewatching. A couple months ago I rewatched Mon Oncle, and I just forgot just how much. Like, I think, like, this one with Trafic, I think combines like the last three Hulot movies. It combines the observational and the fantastic observational and slapstick humor of Holiday. It has the social kind of commentary between the classes that we found in Mon Oncle, and it has the really just like hectic city life feel of Playtime. And so this is just kind of like just the ultimate. And this was Tati's last film as Hulot. And he went out with a bang. Gosh, I'm just like, it's a trip. It's kind of sad to think that this was it, you know. But it's a great film. I don't have much to say about it other than just it's hilarious. Basically, the plot of this one involves Hulot is the designer of this car, and he works for this company called Ultra. And he's trying to he and this mechanic are delivering this car. It's like this state-of-the-art camping car. It has like a sunroof in the back, and like these, like, it just has all these different devices that they show off later in the movie. And so he's trying to get it to this car show in Amsterdam, and he's traveling with the mechanic and this woman, Maria Kimberly. I honestly don't remember who she was. The interesting thing about this movie is that I think he was trying to make this, because of the way his humor works, I think he was trying to make this much more acceptable to like American audiences as well as French audiences. Because Maria speaks in English and French interchangeably. Sometimes she'll say a line in English and then she'll say it in French, like back and forth, you know. And so I think that's what he was trying to. I think that's what Tati was trying to get across, you know. But then again, a lot of the English that she says is like really easy. I think like really easy and common phrases that, you know, someone who spoke primarily French but might have been learning English probably knew. So, you know, it worked both ways. And of course, Hulot just kind of wanders around and says as little as possible, you know. Anyway, so they got to get this car to Amsterdam, and of course, there's all kinds of mishaps. The truck breaks down, they run out of gas, and Maria is like constantly changing her clothes and wearing different outfits throughout the movie. And a lot of humor comes from that. A lot of the humor comes from, of course, the observational side. There's a lot of great bits where they show drivers doing the same thing because Hulot did it, or someone else did it. Like, there's a whole sequence where you see drivers picking their nose or yawning, and it's like that's like a lot of great stuff. And of course, one of the biggest scenes is where like the truck gets into this accident, and it's all like everyone is like gets in it and like stops this huge backup, and everybody gets out of their cars and reacts differently, and it's hard to explain, and it's hard to describe too, but the way they kind of set up all the cars, and it's a trip. It's a really trippy sequence. But yeah, again, a lot of great sight gags. One of the funniest sight gags I've ever seen in a movie, and I don't want to tell you what it is, but it's about an hour into the movie, and at one point they have to stop into they stop out for the night at a mechanic who puts them up for the night because the car gets in a wreck. I guess as they're showing it off to the police, I guess they speed through they don't stop at border control, and so the police confiscate the car, and they have to show off the car and all that, and it's that's when you get to see all the crazy stuff. Like there's a TV inside, and the backlight detaches, but it's like has a magnet on the back, so you can like jack up your tire in the middle of the night. It's Hulot, of course, designed this crazy car, obviously. So anyway, but yeah, there's a great sight gag about an hour in. I highly recommend just picking it up just for that one sight gag. But yeah, there's a lot of that, and the imagery. Tati's imagery is great. I mean, he sets up a lot of these fantastic images. One I really loved was just seeing Tati like looking on this water while this kid is playing guitar. He's playing the Maria theme on guitar, and I thought it was really nice, and like it reminded me a lot of like Black Orpheus or something like that. So anyway, yeah. Outside of that, I don't have much to say. But anyway, spoiler alert: the movie ends with sadly they don't make it. They make it to there, and they miss the show, and so they're already packing up. And however, as the car is parked outside, a lot of people notice it, and everybody wants to buy it. So it's still a success, even though Hulot still loses his job at the end of the movie. But he and Maria, he gets a friend in Maria, and so he ends up becoming friends with her, and they go off. And at first he's going to take the subway, but then he ends up getting pushed back by all the people with umbrellas because it starts to rain, and yeah, so so they just kind of drive off together, or they walk off together, and it's a great little ending. He still has a friend. That's Hulot for you. So anyway, again, gosh, I can't express enough how much I love this dude, Tati, and I think Trafic is. I still think Holiday is my favorite, but this is probably the second best one. This is no way my second best. The sight gags, the humor, I just feel like everything just came together with this film, and there were some bits that were I think a little hard to grab. I think it's one of those movies that you got to sit down and pay attention to because there's so much going on. You never know what to focus on with Hulot's films. Or Tati's films, or yeah, both. So you wanna sit down and watch this one. I feel like I was kind of distracting myself by working on cleaning up my bedroom and all that and stuff. So that was and I feel like I missed a few things, but for the most part, I tried to pay attention. So this will definitely deserve a rewatch because I feel like there were a few things that were that might have escaped my view, but for the most part. I still don't. I still see nothing. There was nothing wrong with this film. Trafic, amazing. A. Now, as far as supplements are concerned, I'm gonna have to wait on that. We're gonna actually stave off the supplements for now, because obviously, this was originally released in 2008, but I have the 2014, Blu-ray edition. That came with the the complete Jacques Tati, and this version the supplements are different between the two ones. Between the original 2008 DVD release, what I was originally going to do was watch the supplements that came with the original release and just go between the different discs because the only supplement on this is an episode called Jacques Tati et Monsieur Hulot's Work. 1976 episode of the British television program Omnibus featuring an interview with Tati about his Hulot films. I was going to, look at the other discs because one of the supplements they put was a 2-hour documentary called In the Footsteps of Monsieur Hulot, and it's included on the Parade bonus Blu-ray disc. However, what I'm getting at is, the other two supplements is an interview from 1971 with the cast of Trafic and an episode of the show Monsieur de Bravois called The Comedy of Jacques Tati. Those aren't included in the any of the Blu-ray sessions. So I'm wondering if Criterion must have lost the rights to those particular features. And so anyway, what I'm going to do is because they're not included in the complete Jacques Blu-ray set. I'm probably going to I'm going to go get the DVD from the library and just review those two, and then I'll save In the Footsteps of Monsieur Hulot for the big complete Jacques Tati years from now, whenever I get to number 730 whatever. That's when the complete Jacques Tati came out, and we'll rewatch all the movies and we'll have the grand old time and all that good stuff. So anyway, for now we've just got the movie, and I'll do the supplement. I'll do the 2 supplements in the near future, and we will get to all that. And I didn't even watch the trailer. The trailer's on here. That's one of the supplements. So anyway, we'll get to that in due time. We'll do that sometime later this, maybe next week. So Trafic, but for now, Trafic, another absolutely fantastic movie by the comedy master himself, Jacques Tati. So that's it for today. Not tomorrow, Thursday, Brand Upon the Brain. And then we will be taking a break, and I've got again, the next Eclipse series is coming, and then I've got to put a hold. In fact, I'm going to do that now. We want to put a hold on the next few Eclipse or Criterion movies, and we will get started on that stuff before you know it. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Watch out when you... God, I'm starting to bleed now. I'm starting to bleed on my thumbs here. Watch out when you open up umbrellas, because you might get pinched. And, shoot. And don't fire Monsieur Hulot, because, don't worry about getting fired if you're Monsieur Hulot, because you'll always have a friend in Maria and other morals. And don't pick your nose. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all on Thursday evening for Brand Upon the Brain. And until then, goodbye.